I debated, should I do this video ahead of time or should I do it in the car, shoot my morning moves. I'm going to do it ahead of time. Richard Commey, IBF lightweight title holder, taking on hot shot prospect, turn contender, maybe turn world champion come next Saturday. I think it's December the 14th, Teofimo Lopez. Now, I think this was the toughest film work I've done out of the fights this weekend. I've done Crawford, which should be posted by now, versus Ingus. But yeah, I think I'm settled in on the winner with a disclaimer on there as well. But I do appreciate everybody for checking in. Want to make a donation? That link's in the description. Best way to donate is share the video. And challenging everybody else out there with a platform that talk boxing. Hey man, let's drop those prediction videos. You dig? Want to see people flex their IQ. It's no such thing as a bad prediction video. Well, yes it is. But let's talk about Teofimo Lopez. He 5'8", 6'8.5" reach, 11 KOs in 14 fights. So no losses, no draws. He has a 78.57% knockout ratio. He turned pro 2016. So that's when he turned pro. He's from Brooklyn, New York. I think he's fighting out of Florida now. Last time he went the distance was versus Mayoshi Tanaki. That was this past July at MGM National Harbor down in the DMV. Other than that, it's been pretty much solid trading, easy trading for him. He hadn't fought nobody. People would say Mayoshi Tanaki is nobody, but I want to see that kid again. He showed a lot of grit. If he said learn how to get leverage on his punches, he got the potential to challenge for a title. But other than that, he hasn't fought nobody. But he got talent. And we got to put that in there, man. Looking at Richard Commey, who 9 out of his last 12 fights have ended in a KO or a TKO. He has an 83.87% knockout ratio. 29-2, 26 big ones. KOs. The only 2 losses he got was a disputable and debatable split decision over Robert Jr. And he went over to Russia in Moscow and had a disputable split decision versus Denis Shavkov. Since then, he's racked off 6 straight victories, 5 of them being knockouts. And I told you, he got 9 KOs and TKOs in his last 12 fights. So that's going to be big. So arguably, he never really lost. If you look, depending on how you look at it, he just stopped Ray Beltran. I just broke down that film, and he fought Shavkov, he fought Robert Jr., he fought Ray Beltran. So he fought some real tough competition. Way tougher than Teofimo Lopez, but he 5'8", 71.5" reach. He's turned pro in 2011. He is 32 years old. Teofimo Lopez, let me give y'all his age because I know I didn't, but he got a 2.5" reach advantage, I believe. Yeah, I think he had 2.5". Lopez is 22, so it's a 10-year age gap. It's a grown man versus the Energizer Bunny and Teofimo Lopez. Yeah, it's about a 2.5" reach advantage for Richard Commey. I thought it was shorter than that, but he fighting out of the Bronx now. BX Terror Squad, go cop that film he talks about Fat Joe. But yeah, let's talk about strength and weaknesses in this fight. Strength for Teofimo Lopez is that he young, not that much scar tissue. It's a gift and a curse. We talk about it. Big right hand, big left hand. Overall good athlete. He got fast hands. He got athletic ability. I think he got good IQ as well too. I think that obviously that's building. We only been pro not that long, but his left hand, big right hand, is something to marvel at. Good piston-like jab too. I like his jab. Even though he bring it from the hip, it sizzles. You know what I'm saying? It come out like a cannon. For the most part, he keep his chin tucked. And I think that jab is very important, man. And I've seen a lot of his stoppages going to the body, and I think he ignored that versus Mayoshi Tanaki. But he got good body punching too. You know what I'm saying? Good leverage, and I think that's gonna serve him well in this fight. And I'll explain that down the way. But fantastic fighter, man. Good hand speed, good left hook, good right hand. good jab, good body punching, and just a good fighter. Talking about Richard Commey, power in both hands. Same story. Good left hook, big right hand, fast hands, solid jab. I think I like Lopez jab a little bit more. It may be just my acquired taste. But Commey is more experienced. He might be older, might have some scar tissue there, but he's more experienced. And, he be on the front foot a lot. He can get you on the front foot. He got a lot of power. He got athletic ability. Solid. I don't think neither one of these dudes are defensive savants, but they not defensive lists. You know what I'm saying? But, when I look at Commey, that's what I look at. A guy that can get on the back foot, a guy that can get on the front foot, a guy that can punch with both hands, guy that's fast, a guy that's experienced, a guy that got a good chin. We don't know that about Lopez. There's been some talks about a few people putting him on the canvas, inspiring, and we've seen the Figueroa kid from right here in Detroit drop him, but Lopez got up, proved that he a bad mofo, and put it on Figueroa after he dropped him. So, but another thing I want to point out, let's get into weaknesses. One of the weaknesses I can point out for Lopez is his corner. I don't know how his father is going to perform. I don't know if he ever been in a world championship corner before. I could be ignorant to that situation, but his dad, see how if shit start getting hot or bullets start flying or them hands start going, we'll see if he keep his calm demeanor. Let's see if he not drop the N-bomb on that. But, one of his things is his corner, his lack of experience. Like I said, it's a gift and a curse. And at the same time, for Lopez, I think he got to show some better ability on the back foot. I think he can fight on the back foot. Hands are low. He be in that shoulder roll posture a lot, but his hands are low. And sometimes, when you haven't been 12 rounds and experience goes into only being 12 once, and he fought at 12 rounds against a guy that's a lesser puncher of Commey and Tanaki, and he's a lesser fighter, in my opinion, than Richard Commey. Tanaki is. When you going in there, you got to bring your hands up. You can't take no unnecessary flush punishment. Of course, you're going to get hit with shots. You roll with them. They graze across your head. But not being able going 12, a hard 12 yet, or proving that, you can't have your hands down. When you get tired, your reaction time starting to drop off a little bit. So that worries me. The corner worries me. And his back foot ability worries me. You know what I'm saying? I think he can fight in the back foot. And he going to need to in this fight, or he going to need to be on the front foot, pushing Commey on the back foot. But Commey can fight on the back foot a little bit. Also, what else will worry me? He don't counter. He don't set his shots up. He done fell in love with knocking guys out, believing his own hype that he's a big knockout puncher. When Lopez looking for 1 or 2 shots. You know what I'm saying? I like to see him shoe shine to the body or thud to the body, come up top, but he don't be setting up shots. Versus Tanaki, he was sitting there looking for one big shot. That's the left hook or the right hand, or 1 or 2 big shots. He got to put his combination, his punches together. You're going to throw more than 2 at a time or 1 at a time. Put 3, 4 together at some point, Richard Commey, when you get the drop and get his rhythm down pat. But he don't set up punches good in a lot of his fights. You know what I'm saying? And going against old veteran like Richard Commey, that could be a problem. Richard Commey, listen up to Teofimo Lopez cam right here. If y'all get inside, make yourself a small target, and Commey gonna be wide. Commey is gonna be wide and reckless on the inside. He get you on the ropes, man. If Teofimo Lopez keep everything tight and short, body work and rip the uppercut on the body, Commey comes wide. You want to make yourself tight in there. You know what I'm saying? You want to, make yourself tight. But sometimes Commey chin come up a little bit when they on the inside, especially when he feel like he about to hurt you or knock you out. He on the offensive. If Lopez can make himself small, tight, and keep everything short, and he can get leverage on the back foot, I think it may be a situation where Lopez can get Commey on the inside. Commey love to come wide, and as you get on the inside, you want everything tight and sharp. When Commey get wide and all that. So I would believe if I'm Lopez, man, and he get the opportunity on the inside, I would like to see, if I'm Lopez corner, Teofimo Super Senior, keep everything tight. You know what I'm saying? Tight, sharp, and quick. And I think he will catch Commey in there, but he reckless, you know what I'm saying? And he older. You know what I'm saying? He got scar tissue. So if you just, stop looking for one big punch and put 2 or 3 quick ones together, you might open up something on his face. But this dude tough. You know what I'm saying? This dude is tough. This dude is really, really tough. you know. But like I said, he wide. He been buzzed a little bit before. He got scar tissue on his face. He reckless. So if Lopez is able to use his feet and box side to side, you know what I'm saying, he'd be able to take advantage. You know, if he able to slip counter, if he able to slip and counter, and that's just something that Lopez ain't showed, that's something they work on. I see Lopez, you know, stopping Commey with a sharp counter punch, even one. I can see him. He put 2 to 3 together, even doing that. But Commey, you know, Commey is wide. He's sloppy a little bit. He get reckless in there. He wide on the inside. And if Lopez keep everything tight, his 1-2's tight, and come around Commey looping shots, it should be in the game. You know, but when I'm talking, you know, looping shots, but if Lopez drop his hands like he's known to do, it could be sleep season. So it's gonna be if Commey looping in wide shots, left hook versus Lopez left hook. But if Lopez smart, they working on basic tight 1-2 shots and going to the body. But keys to victory for this fight for Teofimo Lopez. Keep everything, you know, capitalize on Commey coming in wide. Keep them hands up. Be prepared to slip and counter. Be prepared to punch with him. You know, counter punch. Lopez can catch and shoot, but it just don't seem like he like to punch with his opponents. With Tanaki, maybe that's his only real opponent I can go on. And maybe Tanaki height has something to do with it, because he was such a long distance between Lopez and Tanaki. You know what I'm saying? Maybe his height has something to do with it. But Lopez gonna have to really keep stuff tight. You know what I'm saying? And punch with Commey at some point. I like seeing him punch with Commey, but keep everything tight. Keep his hands up. That's imperative. He drop his hands too much. I would like to see him in the high guard a lot more. And then when he got comfortable, even if he think he comfortable with Lopez speed, with Commey speed, I like to see him keep going to that high guard. But you know, we'll see. I would like to see him push Commey back, and I'm gonna talk about Commey as well too, about that. So I like to see him push him back. You know what I'm saying? Put the pressure on Commey. Drop jabs to the body. Go to Commey body. Slow him down. Make it an equal fight when he get to the championship rounds. Obviously, Commey been 12 numerous times in tough fights with Shavakov. I think he went 12. Tough fight with Robert Jr. He went 12. He known for going 12. You know what I'm saying? He known for being tough in there, and he known for carrying his power. And you know, in fights, you know, so Lopez should equal it by digging to the body. You know, just now and then tapping the body, bringing Commey hands down, and coming up. I would love to see him dig that body, but I think he need to be sharp, you know, and quick around Commey wide shots. But he got to keep his hands up and go to the body. I think whoever going backwards whoever going backwards is going to be at the disadvantage. Whoever going backwards. But for Lopez, I like to see him keep his hands up. I like to see him punch with Richard Commey, dig the Commey body. Don't forget to use his jab, use it upstairs, downstairs, and I like to see him put Commey on the back foot a lot this fight. And see, you know, Commey can go on the back foot a little bit, but I think Teofimo Lopez is more effective on the front foot than he is on the back, and dictate where this fighting and make it your pace. Don't let Commey amp the pace up, man, and then run you out the ring. But for Commey, what I like to see him do, same thing. Be on the front foot, push Lopez back. You know what I'm saying? Push him to the ropes. You know, go to his body, try to get your left hook off, your right hand off. But what Commey got to be aware of is that Lopez carry like bone crushing power, so you can't get reckless in there like you did with Ray Bell, trying to drop him and then, you know, get clipped. You know, if Lopez throwing that left hook or that right hand, you know, it could hurt you. It could take you out. So for Commey, he got to be careful. You know what I'm saying? He got to be careful to keep enough distance and keep enough awareness to get away from Lopez left hook and right hook. Left hook and right hand. Lopez only like to throw 1 or 2 shots at a time, mostly one. So if you evade that one shot, then you can come back and get yours in there. But I like to see him set a high pace like he did with Ray Beltran, but be a little bit more aware of Lopez coming back with that 1 or 2 big shots. I like to see him come out blazing, going to Lopez body with the right hand, coming up top with the left hook, coming with the big right hand over the top. That's what I like to see. To be honest, I love to see Commey come out and blitz blitz Lopez early. But with that comes a price, and Lopez can't punch. But I think he need to push Lopez on the back foot. I think he need to have his jab working. His right hand working. So both of these dudes kind of mimic each other with the power shots. They throw the best. Both throw a good left hook. Both throw a big right hand. And I think it's gonna be the fight of the night, fight of the weekend, easily. As long as we don't have a Matt Korboff shoulder injury, or as long as we don't have any controversy, which I think this fight will have its controversy. And that's why I think Richard Commey needs to know his audience and know where he at. They want to make Lopez and Lomachenko a pay-per-view fight, and they can't do that with Commey. So Commey got to understand that they probably not going to give you a decision. So at some point, you got to have a plan with step-by-step and phase-by-phase instructions in there on how you want to get rid of this guy. You know what I'm saying? And I think body work, setting the fast pace, and taking advantage with his hands being low. But to be honest, I like Richard Commey, 10-round knockout. But I do think if it goes to distance, and I think they're going to try to give it to Teofimo Lopez, I do think that's what's going to happen. I think they're going to try to give it to Lopez. But I think Commey get the job done, 10th-round knockout. But it wouldn't shock me if Lopez won. I took a chance of going with a less experienced person, and Anthony Yarde versus Sergey Kovalev, but I felt that Yarde just had a lot of skills, and Yarde almost did it, but ultimately it was an inexperience to dig to Kovalev's body when he had an opportunity to get Kovalev out there. He headhunted, and pretty much lesson learned. But in this fight, I like Commey in 10. I think I'm going to go back with the experienced fighters, usually who I favor. Teofimo Lopez has absolutely fought nobody. We heard about him. We've seen him dropped in multiple fights. We've seen him dominated in the Olympics. And I'm expecting the dude with the better resume, even though I know he ain't the house fighter coming into this fight. They want Lopez to win. That's why I wouldn't bet on this fight. But I think Commey gonna stop him. I could be wrong. Lopez come out there and do a Ryan Garcia and Ramiro Dunno. That could be a situation, but I can't pick Lopez. He absolutely has fought nobody. And I'm not sure about his corner, and I'm not sure about his, maturity going into this fight as far as a boxer. And also, don't forget, he having trouble making weight too. So we can't forget that he had trouble making weight. So it's imperative that Commey goes to the body. But like I said, I like Commey in 10. Let me know who you like in the comment section. Don't forget we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email. If you got business question, card response, video questions, don't forget we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Appreciate the love, support, man. You want to make a donation to the channel, that link's in the description. Other than that, don't forget, we got a whole fight prediction playlist, reaction playlist. We talked about Joshua and defeating Andy Ruiz, and boxing news, boxing rumors. We talk a little bit about everything. If you want to check the channel out for Detroit content, news, and sports, it's at Motor City Sports Talk. I do appreciate everybody who support me on both platforms. And let me know who you think you got winning in the comment section. And Terrence Crawford, Ingus, Mean Machine is predictions up as well. So it is what it is. One time for the one time. It's your boy CJ Goodfella, Goodfella Sports TV. We gone.